My name is Grim Reaper, and some people like to call me the Grim Reaper, which gives me an enormous sense of self-importance, because I mean, let's face it, how many people are referred to as having the before their name? Not even Jesus Christ has that. And as you can imagine, my job involves the reaping of souls that have just died, grimly of course. The job has quite a few ups and downs, as with most jobs. Namely, I get into nightclubs quite easily, and I'm self-employed, which means a lot of paperwork for me, but also no glass ceilings. That makes me a bit of a social recluse though, because I don't really have many people working with me on the job, which can be unfortunate for some, but for people like me, who don't really enjoy company, it works out quite well. I tend to go home at night and play on my Xbox, Viva Pinata mostly. Not really a big fan of those killing games, because I don't really like taking my career home with me. And sadly, this lack of communication skills with other people can lead to some awkward situations in public places. And it's not just the general public either. I mean, I do try to make friends, it's just people find me annoying for some reason. Growing up, I wasn't like the other kids. They wanted to play games like Stuck in the Mud or Duck Duck Goose, whereas I wanted to play more productive games, more important to my future career as a Grim Reaper. Stuff like Hangman or Wake the Dead. You see, one thing you have to realise about me is that I never really had any parents. One day I just turned up on Satan's doorstep. Well, I mean, in hell you don't really have day and night cycles, but you get the idea. Growing up in the underworld was quite strange, but eventually I just decided it wasn't really for me. So I decided to move up in the property ladder and move to Brighton. Now you might think in this climate with the recession and everything that moving up in the property ladder wasn't such a good idea and that I should be pinching my pennies instead. But it turns out that despite people's best efforts to cut down on their outgoings, people are still dying. One of the great things about living in Brighton is the short commute to hell and back, as you can imagine, and also the friendly atmosphere of similar individuals with similar interests. This is one of my favourite places to hang out. I think it has a lively atmosphere, I think it's very friendly, I like the people here, I like the staff, and most importantly, it is relevant to my career as an angel of death. My other two favourite places to hang out include Starbucks and Outside Borders. This is Outside Borders. As you can see, it is one of my favourite places to hang out, thanks to the like-minded individuals that occupy these areas.
What is Borders and why do you like it here so much?
Borders is a bookshop, and books are one of my favourite pastimes. Three of my favourite books include Harry Potter, Twilight, and Jane Goody's autobiography. I mean, in retrospect, my job isn't all too bad. There are worse jobs out there. Taxman, McDonald's worker, rubbish sweeper, all those sorts of jobs. Sometimes I think to myself, God, I wish I were dead right now. You know, it's not until coming up from under the underworld that you truly appreciate the beauty of nature. I never really understood the true beauty of a sunset until now. Hey! Ooh, that's me. 1 second. Hello?